welcome to all of you for the today's lecture. We have already started with the part C of NET, and the topic which we are covering is spectroscopy and pericyclic reactions. So immediately after this we will start with another chapter. Maybe we will start from IUPAC nomenclature, and we will try to cover all the 13 topics which are given as a syllabus of this part B and C. Okay. Now to begin with, the first question is, the mass data is given. Mass to charge ratio 114, 99 and 43 is 100%. That is the only thing what we have. So 43 is possible and 43 has to be 100%. So there are two compounds which can give, this one and this one can give, even this can give, but it should be 100%. So 100%, this cleavage is going to be prominent because that is the branch chain, and as far as the cleavage of bond is concerned, the branching will make it 43 and this side it is the remaining one. In this case the breakage will be here, not here. So this is ruled out. Here 43 is difficult because there are so many fragments. Now here also, so this is the only compound which can give 43 as 100%. Otherwise the remaining compounds are isomers. Okay. Now this aldehyde can give M by E 58, and which is due to Norrish 1, Norrish 2 alpha cleavage and none of these. So E1 to E1 is McLafferty or Norrish type 2 cleavage. Third example is this tosyl hydrazine is treated with 2 equivalent of butyl lithium followed by dimethyl formamide. Okay. Now in this case a slight mechanism based question is there. So you have to see that, I will just put it in this way. This proton is abstracted by n-butyl lithium. This goes off, that is first equivalent, and second equivalent is, I will just put n-butyl lithium here. This will abstract this comes here and this comes here. So double bond would be there, and this negative charge interacts with dimethyl formamide to form an aldehyde. So this is the correct answer. Now that is Shapiro type reaction. Okay. And fourth example is, this compound on heating gives the 6,6 bicyclic compound, and you have to find out whether it is 4 pi con or dis followed by 6 pi con or dis. So 4 n thermal has to be con. So initially what happens is, this comes here, this comes here. So a intermediate is formed, and then that intermediate, so it is 4n thermal con and 4n plus 2 thermal is dis. So the third option is correct. Okay. Moving on to the fifth example. Now this Pauline or this trine is converted into this bicyclo compound, and the geometry or the stereochemistry at this center is cis. Dot, 2 dots means cis, 1 dot means trans, or else methyls would like hydrogens would be given. Now is an example of, now this is 4n plus 2, 4n plus 2 photochemical here 4n+2 system is there, and we know that thermal 4n con 4n+2 this like photochemical, this is con. So 4n plus 2 photochemical, 4n+2 photochemical has to be con, and yeah, this chart you have to remember, that's all. Then next one is interesting, C4H4N2. This is molecular formula. Of course, with this you can find out the sites of unsaturation as 4 C6H6, because we are putting CH for each nitrogen. Then only one peak, means all protons as well as carbons are chemically equivalent, and the probable structure will be this one, because here all carbons are equivalent, even protons are chemically equivalent. So 145 is this carbon and 8.59 is the proton which is attached here. So this carbon as well as proton, so this is correct. Here you will have more number, like this will be A, this will be B, so at least 2 types carbon, A, B and C. So on the basis of carbon also you can rule out, on the basis of proton also it will be different. Now here it is entirely different, because we have 2 sets of proton, one is this is A, let us say this is B. So even on the basis of that it is ruled out. Okay. Now this example, C11H14O2 PMR, 6 protons singlet, 2 protons singlet, 7 protons 7 delta singlet, and 10.10 1 proton exchangeable, that is COOH. The one hint is there, so that means it is a mono substituted compound, mono substituted. This is CH2. So the compound structure, I am going to put the structure, this is COOH. Okay. So that is the structure of E. 11, so 6, 3, 9, 10, 11. O2 is there, that is acid. PCl5 will make it COCl. Aluminum chloride CS2 will be your Friedel-Crafts acylation type reaction, so ring closure. Zinc amalgam HCl will be the Clemmensen reduction. So the correct option has to be this one, because when this cyclizes it will become first it will become ketone and then it will become, so 2 steps are there. So 2 triplets. Now these triplets are because of these methylenes, the 6 protons are because of the gem dimethyls, 7.02 these aromatic protons, 4 protons are there. So that is your second compound. Okay. Then last example is this diene is heated to get the aldehyde. Now this is your classical oxycope rearrangement. So this is 3,3 sigmatropic carbon shift, 3,3 because the numbers one can give 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this is how the reaction will take place, and ultimately this part will become aldehyde. So CH2 CH2 double bond and then methyl. CH2 CH2 double bond and methyl. So this is your oxyco rearrangement. So oxyco rearrangement, so that will give you the correct that is the correct answer for this kind of transformation. Okay. Next time we will have some more examples on these topics, maybe another 2-3 lectures, and then we will switch over to another topic of discussion. Okay. Thank you very much.